Hi, I'm David with Bring It Tailgates, and we get a lot of questions from time to time about the tailgate and how things work, and we thought rather than do all text, we do a little lightning round of videos. And so I'm just going to read these and answer your questions, and of course if you have any other questions you can email us at info@bringittailgates.com. So nothing fancy here, we're just in a portion of our warehouse, and I'm just going to answer some questions, all right? No particular order. When will you make more for other trucks? All right, so we do have some other trucks coming out shortly. In order, the Tundra, the 2007 through 2021. I think that's the X50 format. That one will come out in the next probably May. Then the Ram 2019 through 2023. That's the new body style. That will come out in the early summer of this year. Keep in mind, we do make the 2019 to 2023 1500 Classic. That Ram's already available because that's really the old body style. And then later on in the year, the 2009 through 2014 F-150. And then after that, the 2011 through 2016 F-250, probably end of 2023. All right? Angle of the ramps. Explain the angle of the ramps. Sometimes people think they look steep, and they're really not. The average on a regular 2-inch lift and a regular truck, 4x4 truck, which is what it's designed for, you've got a standard, when you attach the ramps to the extension, you've got a standard 6.5-foot ramp system. Part of that is the elongator extension that's folded down at a 30-degree angle. So that's pretty common for ramps and loading, things like that. Logo is a turnoff. Sorry, it's our logo, you know. What's yours? What about having a ladder? We did introduce a ladder just a couple of weeks ago. It attaches on the inside of the elongator extension, so it hangs inside on the tailgate inside your truck bed. When you need it, you just take it off and put it where you need it on the extension, expose the handle and climb up and get into your truck bed. What makes it better than a trailer? Well, it depends. You know, that's a matter of opinion. We think it's better than a trailer in a lot of instances. I mean, first of all, assuming you can put what you want to carry in your truck bed. I mean, we're not going to be able to carry side-by-sides or UTVs. You probably can't get them in your truck bed anyway. But, you know, I've had trailers. I've ridden motocross all my life and construction and all these things. Trailers are just a hassle. And now I have a trailer, but I rarely use it because I just, you know, I got to drag it somewhere. I've got to make sure the tire pressures are correct, the bearings are okay, and we've all seen those trailers. They're on the side of the road missing a wheel, and someone had to probably walk somewhere to get something done. I've been there, done that myself. It's just different than a trailer. Trailers are good for certain things, especially if you have to carry longer loads and things that won't fit in a traditional truck bed. But, you know, it's just, I hate trailers. But anyway, so where do you think they're better? Slick and traction of ramps. The ramps actually are made out of extruded aluminum. All right, they're very lightweight. They have a 1-inch lip on each side, so you have a left ramp and a right ramp. And if you've seen some of our videos, you know those ramps can't kick out the way they connect into the elongator extension. But there are 2,500 little traction feet mitered into each of the ramps. So there's 5,000 little traction feet when you put those ramps together. They are not slick at all. What about the hole you have to go over? So if you've noticed, you know, we keep these ride inside ramps inside the tailgate. They store inside the tailgate, which is one of the reasons they have to be the size they are. You know, they're 54 inches long because they have to fit inside the tailgate. And then, of course, you add the almost 2 foot of the elongator extension. That's where you get your 6.5-foot ramp system. But anyway, when you take those ramps out, there is a hole. There is a channel there that you have to go over. If you have a big wheeled item like a motorcycle or an ATV, you can go over that hole with no issue whatsoever. But we recognize that hole's a problem a couple of years ago. So we have something called the ramp bridge. It's an added accessory. You can get a set for 99 bucks. And they fit inside that channel, and they actually fit upside down and hide underneath the ramps if you don't need them. But if you do need them, take your ramps out, put them where you need to be, and then you flip these ramp bridges over and you place them in line with the ramps, and you just go right over that channel where the ramps used to be. And when you're done, you just flip them back over, put the ramps in. It's really, if I must say, pretty clever. So that hole you have to go over is not an issue if you have the ramp bridges. What about lifted trucks? So this tailgate was designed, toolgate was designed a few years ago based on the Chevy Silverado 4x4. So it's got that standard lift. So if you're above that, yeah, it's going to be steeper with those 6.5-foot ramps. But if you have a lifted truck, you've already dealt with this in some ways. You know, the taller the lift, the bigger the problem sometimes. So we can't do anything about that. You know, you could of course get longer ramps, but that defeats the whole purpose of having the ramps inside the tailgate. So there you go. What about rust and salt? So the entire internals of the tailgate are powder coated, and then portions of it are E-dipped, like the elongator extension. The entire thing is dipped in an E-coating inside and out so it won't rust, and then it's all powder coated. And then other portions are stainless steel, so it will not be rusting due to salt or anything else like that. You know, like your car or your truck, we recommend you rinse it off if you've been in a really salty, dirty area, just like you would. And if you like your truck, you're going to keep it clean, so keep your tailgate clean. Squeaking. What people ask a lot, well, don't those ramps, you know, rattle like unbelievable when you're going down the road? No. Now, why is that? Because when you put the ramps in that channel, you remember they nest together, and then you close that elongator extension on them, by design, they push down on those ramps just a little bit. They're supposed to do that, just a tiny bit, 1 or 2 millimeters, you know, not much. And then when you close the tailgate, the bottom of that elongator extension is pinched between your truck bed and the bring it tool gate. And that holds those ramps in there nice and tight, nice and snug. They don't rattle. I mean, rattling would drive us crazy. They don't rattle, okay? Why can't it be my factory tailgate? In other words, why couldn't you guys just scoop out my factory tailgate and send it back to me with everything installed? We really wanted to do this. Those factory tailgates that are made nowadays, they weigh hardly anything. There's no real structural integrity to them at all. You just can't do it. We really wanted to do it. We did not want to design from scratch a brand new tailgate. But the things we were trying to do, just trying to put that extension on the back and flip it out to extend your bed, you know, another 2 feet and carry, you know, hundreds and hundreds of pounds out there, it would just crush. It would fold those other OEM tailgates, and there was no way to make the ramps fit inside. It's a different animal completely. I would have loved to do it. We would have loved to save millions of dollars in development, but we just couldn't do it. So we had to come up with something that's stronger and does something that an OE tailgate does not do, you know. What about water and mud on the cameras? Well, wash them off. If your truck gets dirty, you know, just like you would your OE camera. What about a third ramp? We get asked this a lot, especially when we go to SEMA, you know, snowmobile or snow machines. You know, we can sell you an additional ramp. The challenge is, not really a challenge, the issue is where you're going to put it. You know, the tailgate only stores 2 ramps. Now, you could have stored, of course, you know, strap it to the inside of the elongator extension, kind of like we do the ladder, or you could get your own third ramp for that center traction tread, if you like. That's, you know, it's kind of outside what we do, so you can still do it. Dual camera auto switch, is the software required? I think what you're talking about is SwitchBack. If I take that off, it'll fall over maybe. So SwitchBack is a first down tailgate camera, and we sell it as part of our toolgate as one of the options in the TG3 or the TG4. And so when your tailgate is up, you see what you always see when you back up. When your tailgate is down, this other camera comes on, and you see what's behind you still when you're backing up. When your tailgate's down, you don't see your upside down license tag. So there's no programming, there's no software you have to do. It's a complete plug and play. It has the factory fit connections on your toolgate. And if you decide you don't need the whole Bring It toolgate, but you really want the SwitchBack item on your your OE tailgate, we have a standalone solution for that. And these little boxes here, they're called SwitchBack Solo. You can go to our website, switchbacksolo.com, and see the model coverage and fitment. It's $299. It's all plug and play, very simple, and that gives you the down tailgate camera functionality on your factory gate if you don't need our big Bring It toolgate replacement gate. But no programming, no software, no splicing wires. Plug it in, it works. And of course, if you get it as part of your Bring It toolgate, it just plug it in and it works. How do the slides work after being exposed to mud, dirt, sand, that type of thing? Well, again, the slide itself is stainless steel, and there's actually underneath that slide block, there's another stainless steel piece that allows it to slide. And it's just, we just ask, wash it off and clean it like you would clean your truck, and it's going to give you years of trouble-free service. If you get into a sandy, gravelly area, you got a lot of stuff you're sweeping out of your truck, just move that slide back and forth, spray it off, clean it off, it'll be fine. What about securing the ramps when the extension is out, like you're carrying a longer load, and now maybe you've got something covering that ramp channel, you can't put the ramps back in it? Well, just put the ramps in the truck temporarily. If you can still slide them back in, you can put them back in there if you can get them in and out, but it's not like they're going to bounce around and go anywhere. So I hope this has been helpful, and if you have any other questions, let us know. Thanks.